Welcome back to another episode of Road to William. I got my cousin with me, Ashley from Ivy Ball and Basketball Show. Ashley, tell them a quick bit on your channel and why they should tune in to you.
You should tune into me because I cover WNBA and NBA news, do movie reviews, do variety of NBA 2K videos. I cover a lot of the drama, the trades, the free agency. So follow me, and I always respond to the comments and join the community, join the Facebook group. Follow me on social media at Ashley I Be Ballin'. And stay ballin'.
Yeah. Go check out Ashley from Ivy Ball and Basketball Show. Today, y'all, we're doing a review on a classic film next Friday. Now, if you've been on this trilogy ride with us, we did Friday. Go check out that review. Man, support the channel, like, comment, subscribe, and share this. Share this with your people if you're not ashamed. And no, bro. But no, go tap in with Ashley's channel. But yeah, tell them why they should tune into you. You already did that, didn't you?
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're gonna tap into this film next Friday. Um, hence I just hit the blunt because
Deja vu.
I hit the blunt a few times watching this film out of a lot of respect just for the people who aren't here with us no more. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, oh. But I want to start off because we left off at the end, and this is why I feel like Chris Tucker could come back. But I wanted to get your take on it too. But at the end of Friday, well, at the beginning of next Friday, I liked how they kind of like intertwine the last bit of the film from before because a lot of movies don't do that. They don't give you like a pre-clip of what happened. I feel like that's more unique style to Cube Vision. And because even if it's, a lot of times people don't like to see the second of anything or a sequel or anything because it's like, oh, I ain't see the first. You know what I mean? And you're like, yeah. But that's a nice pre-clip. Like, I feel like a lot of reality TV shows use those moments like last time on. Um, but yeah, they kind of give you what happened. Chris Tucker's character, Smokey, they said he went off to rehab and, he's working on his life, which I think he did kind of go on this like religious journey of like, that's the whole reason why he doesn't want to do the Friday. That's a rumor. Before that though, years ago, I used to hear the rumors of like, oh, Ice Cube never asked him. And I'm like, why would he never ask? That don't sound right either. Because if you made a hit movie and people are demanding more, I don't know what the times were like back then. I was a baby. Okay. We were babies. We didn't, I didn't watch this movie till I was probably like 7, 8. But I know that's young, but whatever. Um, the movie's hit. But uh I think he could come back. What do you think on that take? How did you feel about how they started off with the film with a recap? Do you think Chris Tucker can come back in this new upcoming film, which I'm gonna find a clip and put it in here that Ice Cube keeps confirming that it's on the way.
Yeah, I definitely think Chris Tucker can make a comeback, because I feel like black people gotta come together. If it's a classic, give the fans what they want, you know? And also, can just be on Chris Tucker's terms, if it's about money or, maybe not smoking, you can still be funny without smoking, Uh, he can be turned into a pastor because he did go to rehab, So I mean, as long as it's funny, people gonna laugh and people gonna tune in.
And I see that Snoop Dogg, I didn't finish it, but he has a new music video called Last Dance with Mary Jane. I think that's what it's called. But it's like a dope shot. The thumbnail is dope. It's a picture of him wrapped in like a strain of marijuana. And you're like, bro, chill.
Oh wow.
And that's a dope shot. And he has Dr. Dre in it. And he's like the doctor telling him like you need to stop smoking. It's not good for your heart. It's not good for your health. And a lot of rappers I've noticed because I that's the main thing I listen to, but and R&B, yeah, a touch of gospel if it's good, but um. I hear rappers kind of pushing this like I'm taking a break and for Snoop Dogg to be one of the top dogs to be like, look, maybe it's part of marketing, maybe it's not, but even he is like, look, yeah, it is smart to like take these breaks because it does affect your health. It's smoking at the end of the day. Yes, there's benefits, but there's side effects to everything, you know what I mean? But but I said that because Snoop Dogg has gone into acting and I see him in BMF and I'm waiting for that. It's coming in June. I'm excited. Um Besides the controversy, this ain't that channel. We're not diving into that either. BMF's coming out. Stay tuned for that. We will be reviewing that, even though Ashley don't like it low key. Okay. But
I don't even know if I'm gonna watch it.
no,
I
you
don't
have to
know.
support it. You have to support it. We can't. We've gone to the end of the road. Okay, they went to the end of the road. They didn't stop in the middle, Ashley. Okay, so and the journey continues. Dick Gregory be
I
like,
don't
huh?
know. They better do something.
Look.
Oh,
Oh, go ahead.
I heard that the Shy got some new characters, and one of them is dang, I forgot her name. Oh, Caleb Pratt. Oh, Caleb
Oh my
Pratt.
God. Don't I ain't hear that. Oh, that's stress. Who's
Yep,
she gonna be?
yep.
Who's she gonna be? Who's she gonna be? Who's she gonna be?
Uh,
Do you think she
who is
gonna be
she?
the sister of the fallen brother? And she coming back for revenge? She's the daughter of no, or is she a love interest? Oh, you gonna go that
Mm-mm.
route? Hmm. Why can't she be a spy? They're all spies. Okay, Homegirl's character was a spy. That's why Duda. We're not. This isn't the shot. Hold on. Y'all did Duda wrong. I'm like, wait, what? Duda did everybody wrong. Oh man, it's always the women will get you caught up every time. Every time. That's why I'm like,
Oh,
Lou need to be careful with raising Canaan because I'm like, I don't know. Something about her is stressing me out. She's popped up out of nowhere. All of a sudden, you work at the label. We ain't heard of you before, but the engineer had. I'm just suspect to everybody. Okay. Jukebox could have another love interest, and I'll be suspect. I'll be like, I don't know. Oh, don't get me started. I'm getting off. But I mentioned Snoop Dogg because he tapped into BMF and he's a preacher. Like Chris Tucker could be a preacher, you know. I wanted them to pay homage to a lot of the people like Bernie Mac, Yvette Wilson, um, Anthony Johnson, the person who played Debo's character, Tiny, I think it was part of his name. But there are so many classics that we can still create now with the people that we have here now to keep honoring them. Because didn't you say that they're coming out with a Martin um,
yeah, like a spinoff.
spinoff dedicated to Tommy?
It's it has to do with the character Tommy Davis played. He played some type of DJ.
Oh, you're talking about Tommy. Oh.
Yeah, it's not Tommy. No,
Oh. I thought they were gonna
it's
base something like the beginning of how I think they should do how Martin and Tommy and Cole even became friends because they're already like locked in with each other in their 20s. So that would be a good way to kind of introduce,
Vern
revamp the Martin era. I gotta rewatch it. I gotta rewatch it.
Vernell Hill is his name,
All right.
and Tommy Davis played him.
Oh, okay.
It was some type of DJ radio.
If y'all know what episode that was, let me know in the comments. I'm about to rewatch the whole era of 90s because that is our era. That is what we watched growing up. We were kids. Yes, we know this, but we had good television on. Okay, it's good stories,
Yeah,
good
it's a
topics,
shame.
even girlfriends. Yes. one on one.
Better
And theme
stop before
songs
I
aren't even hitting no
reminisce.
more. Do people even have theme songs? I was
Nope.
watching the Four Seasons, and that's technically a TV show now, but they didn't have no like music. They had like a dedicated, okay, Severance. If y'all into Severance, they did have their own intro. That's what I'm saying. Like, make something great, but they didn't have lyrics. There's no good theme song out. Jamie Foxx, okay, he had two. Martin had
That's so
two different.
Raven.
That's so Raven. Dude, is Raven's Home still come on?
Proud family. No.
Oh, the Proud Family. What? They don't come on anymore? Maybe they don't
No.
want to.
No. Raven's Home doesn't. It's gonna be a spinoff though.
Oh, good. Okay. Yes, just keep it ain't gotta but continue it and then have some drop-ins. Like there was Tamala. It's not man. It's not man. Tamala, what's her name who played in this Friday next Friday? She played the pregnant lady who was
Oh, Tamala Jones, the Wanna.
she was a person that I was like, what happened to her? And then you see a lot of that. And then you look at the industry and you're like, oh, I get it. Um, but she was another one where I'm like, dang, she could have been in these more um, box office films, but I don't know what happened
Ah.
to her character, but she was really good. Oh, also, they had Afro Puffs, okay, as her cousin,
Yeah.
Baby D. You had, come on. This is one of my favorite scenes was when he had just got sprayed and he in the bathroom and Craig sitting on his bed like, yo, and they having this conversation like, bro, what's with you? What's this Baby D you keep talking about? He's like, you don't even know Baby D. That's why you're looking at me like that because you don't even know Baby D. I used to recite this monologue where he would talk about the specific snack down to
Oh
a
yeah, that
T.
part's really funny.
The year 2000s. Twinkie cupcake coming out. Oh my gosh. And he was like, y'all just let her. He said, snatch the shit up off your head. No, another scene was funny when the dog was chasing him. And I would run too. I'm not about to sit there and get bit. And I'm like, why didn't they run in the house? But maybe the door was locked. But also, let's not take no chances. I'm about to get on this car and wait it out. Now I wouldn't have slapped him with a belt, but damn, but call your dog over. He about to you see him attacking us. Like,
Mm,
but yeah, Baby
mm.
Joker, hilarious, hilarious character. I think we might be the same height, but yeah. What's your favorite scenes? And who is your
Yeah.
favorite character?
Hmm. That's interesting. I think my favorite character, it's the one Jacob Vargas. He played Joker and he was funny and I like the different sayings he would say, like he called him Slim Shady, the white boy Slim Shady, and he was like he don't like locked doors,
Yes,
and
classic, classic.
he he's like I know black people like sugar, because he was like because he didn't believe them when they asked for sugar.
But look, I would have been mad too if dude was kicking my door crazy. Like, what do y'all want? You know. And that was funny the scene where Craig was talking to the one girl. He was like, I think we need to no, he told this to Day Day. He was like, I think we need to mend our black and browns. Um, and which is true, you can take that, it's a funny scene, but in realistic, um, the stronger we are. we're stronger together. And I think this film did a good job of just giving you key messages throughout the film. Like to me, this film reminded me of like the trouble is gonna follow you regardless. Like you could be in the best neighborhood because people always say, "Oh," because look, that was the whole character of his uncle, Uncle Elroy. Like he was like, "I done made it." Like I got the house, I got the money, I got the broad. We in this good neighborhood, we chilling. You know, we ain't got to worry about rent. We got to worry. This whole thing paid for. That's why he was like, "That's why I'm a king around here." That was a flex because a lot of people in a majority of lifetime black person, they not gonna see that. It got to be like a luck. That's why Craig's dad, didn't really respect him because he was like, "How come I got to go out here and work hard for this and you get lucky off this number?" But if you look at it in a way like, if he didn't at least try and do that, they wouldn't be sitting there either. So you can't really judge people on how they got it because even though he was hating on his brother, like that's still his brother. You still trusted him to take care of your son, and you still felt like he would protect your son enough for him to go out there. And so I think this is a good film to kind of just talk about family and the complexities of it. But at the end, they still needed each other, no matter where they lived. Um, and then this shows sometimes people don't want to see other people happy. Like Debo could have got out. Well, first off, he broke out of prison. You could have just waited that out, got out, changed your life. But he decided he wanted revenge. And a lot of time, we see that people want revenge. Um, he want to be heard. He feels like he was humiliated between his whole community that he taunts and hates and wonders why, you know, he has to suffer. But if they did a deep dive on Debo's character and bring re-amplify the Friday trilogy, bring it to life, they can continue to make more if they wanted to. It doesn't have to just stop at the three. I think they can continue to bring the whole dopeness of Friday is because it was some OGs you never seen in the game. It's like you had Regina King, and Chris Tucker in the same movie. It's Nia Long, and you're just like, what? You keep adding, adding, adding. I think we just like the dopeness to look back and see classics were made with legends we call now. So, what did you take from the film? Did you see any messages after rewatching the film? Did you notice stuff you
Hmm.
didn't?
Hmm. Messages, huh? Hmm. Messages, huh? Well, yeah, I mean, they took it to another, neighborhood, the suburbs. So it's nice that, they took it somewhere else and trouble was still following them. I guess the message is family because, they had the Latino family, right? And then they had, Leroy's family, but also John Witherspoon, right? His character, he drove all the way to save Craig, right?
Mm,
And then Nate went to the house, and then those two families were, banded together because they like, oh, Craig's still in there. So it was like they had to, go up against the Latinos, that whole gang. And so it's kind of like no matter where you are, even the white boy who I don't know what happened to him. Maybe he's not, I don't know. But,
I think he passed away,
everybody,
if I'm not mistaken.
oh, man, that sucks.
Yeah, I think he
That
passed
sucks.
away.
That sucks. Cause I did like him. He was he was getting high with the dog. However, there's some questionable things I have about this movie.
Oh boy.
Questionable things I have about this movie. For one, if he
Mm,
fed that dog chocolate, I don't know.
mm,
They say not to feed dogs chocolate. And
mm.
so the dog was obviously high, but was it fudge? Doesn't fudge still equal chocolate? I don't know. But I don't know.
Well,
So I thought that was questionable. I was like, because I didn't recognize that as a kid, but now that I have a dog, I was like, I don't know, this is suspect.
this
Because the
film,
dog,
mhm.
he was still alive. He bit Debo, so I don't know.
The
But
film had a lot of, like you said, melting pots. Like the lady, Miss Cho, what's her name? She was the
oh
neighbor,
yeah, and Miss Chow.
Miss
But
Chow.
then she kept saying she's different things. No, I think she said I'm Korean at the end, but I think Day Day thought she was something different.
Yeah.
But she was
And
funny.
but she was on the low key of things. Like she was watching. She didn't have to really be all out and about. She was from the cut watching. And I think that just goes to show a lot of people kind of see what's going on in communities and they kind of just watch at bay and maybe they could know when to step in when they feel like they can be of value and vice versa. But I think they do need to continue to and don't be a menace while drinking South Central or something like that. The whole thing was they was mocking like Menace to Society and other things, but other movies. But the irony is in history and real life they do need to work together and stronger to fight as one because there is a lot of negative, hurtful stories out there that has happened within the communities within the communities that we see in this film. And I think this is a great way to kind of bring people together, you know, and support each other in the visions that we have. But one of my favorite scenes, and I'll take give it off to you. I think this is a good coming of age story, but I think one of my favorite scenes I was cracking up on. I had rewound it like 3 times. And it was when the dad was Oh, and hold on real quick. Debo's friend, well, it wasn't his friend, but he was like his Robin, basically, right?
They were brothers.
They were they? I thought they just met while they was in prison. I didn't think
Oh. Hmm.
they were related. But isn't he a rapper? I feel like,
Sticky fingers.
yeah. So I thought that was dope. Just watching back, seeing different people and artists. And but no, when Craig's dad was got out the bathroom and he the dude at the stand was like, they said Craig's in trouble. He said, what? He said, I don't know, Craig's in trouble. He said, what? Like that had me cracking up. Cause imagine you just like I done dropped him off. It's hot. You about to you excited about this burrito, hot dog, whatever you got. Now you hear the news that your son needs you, right?
Hmm.
That was crazy. But what was your last thoughts of the film?
Well, I had some questionable scenes. Debo and, his friend, was it Tyrone? Brother or some, his ride or die, maybe. No. Sidekick. I don't know. I found it questionable that they still had orange jumpsuits on and it's broad daylight and they're riding bikes. I thought, what in the world? They didn't even change clothes or nothing. I said, I don't know if that would have worked.
Mm,
But and
right.
then the dad, Willie Jones, he slipped in doodoo, and he has yet to. Even Craig smelled it. So you all this time you didn't change your clothes. You didn't smell that. I feel like he loves the stench or something because he said I don't smell nothing, and he I don't know, and he's and the first Friday he was in the bathroom, and he said don't go in there for like 55 minutes or something like that, and so I also they need to bring Joker back because I think Joker he turned himself into a great actor.
Mhm.
He's been in a lot of films, but something was fishy. Something's fishy. He's like, the dog's got issues. Because I think Baby Joker was like, oh, what did you do to my dog? Because he was barking. And he
Uh,
was like, and his eyes went like this. I don't know, the dog's got
what?
issues. And so something is fishy because when they were counting the money and that happened, he also said, what's that on your leg? And then he's like, I don't know. Was the dog humping his leg? That's I don't know. That because what was on it? Why did they say what's on your leg? And then they said, I don't know, it's a frosted mini wheat or something. And and why did he look like that? Why did he and then the dog was barking and then he's like, what did you do to my dog? And he's like his eyes moved suspiciously and he's like, I don't know, the dog got issues. I don't know. I that's what I think. But that's just my observation. Because why would they add that in the scene? Oh, I did like when Mike Epps was like, friends, how many of us have them? So I thought
Yeah.
that was funny. Um
Mhm. Pinky,
what? Huh?
Pinky.
Oh yeah, Pinky
The what?
Clifton. That
The one
that was
time
funny.
he didn't get on my nerves in a movie.
Yeah. Oh, and here's another suspicion. Craig still don't got a job. So both Fridays he doesn't have a job. And
Yeah,
then
he
you
said
get
basically
Day
for
Day.
4 years he didn't have a job because that's how long he was. I was like, wait, I didn't realize that watching it back. I was like, wait, 4 years.
And Day Day, you got Day Day fired. So I don't know
Right.
about you, Craig. I don't know. And
The whole
what
situation
else?
was crazy.
I forgot what else I was. I think that's it. I think those were the suspicions I've had.
Yes, so stay tuned for the third Friday we're doing Friday after next. And I'll be dropping this on Friday morning. When you wake up, it will be there. And so wake up as early as you can. Wake up as early and support this channel, like, comment, subscribe. Ashley, tell them once again where to tune in and find
Tune
you and
into
support.
I Be Ballin' Basketball Show. Support us on Facebook. Support me on Ashley I Be Ballin'. I mostly be on Insta, mostly Facebook. But yeah, I'm on TikTok, Twitter, X, Threads, all those good things.
Cool, cool. Shout out to you, Cuzzo. Yes, go support the channel, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for tuning in. Tell us your favorite part of the film. And watch the Friday after next film to join the conversation. Boom. Peace.